Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott from the Prog Corner, where today on the channel, we are going to be discussing a very important question. What was the best year for music? What was the best year for prog music? What was the best year for rock music in general? If you've seen the thumbnail and the title, you obviously surmised what my opinion is, and I am going to be laying forth the case for 1972 as being the greatest year for prog music. And it might even be the best year for rock music in general. We're not going to be talking about Exile on Main Street, also released in 72, Neil Young Harvest, Deep Purple Machine Head. We're not going to be talking about Alice Cooper School's Out, or Roxy Music's first album, or let's see, what else do I have on my list? Black Sabbath 4. Wow. Yeah. And I'm not a big krautrock guy, so I know Noise' first album came out in 72. It's a great record. But I'm going to be taking a look at the prog albums from 72. This is not a year in review. We're not going to be ranking them. I am going to be looking at some of the records from 72 and trying to make the case that it was the very best year for prog. It was so good, in fact, that some bands put out two masterpieces, not just one, but two masterpieces that same year. Uriah Heep. How in the world do they put out Demons and Wizards and The Magician's Birthday, both in 72? It's ridiculous. Gentle Giant put out Three Friends and Octopus in 72. It's ridiculous. How? The Italians, oh, they knew what they were doing. Banco del Maturo Soccoso put out their debut album in 72 and followed it up with their masterpiece, Darwin. How? PFM. PFM put out their debut album in 72 and followed it up with another masterpiece. How? But the Italians weren't done. Le Orme put out this fine slab in 72. Osana put out Polyphony. How do you say it? Polypoli. I guess it's an ancient name for the city of Rome. The Dutch were they weren't about to be ignored. 1972 was good for Focus. Focus 3. But, we're talking about prog rock. Obviously, we're talking about the UK primarily. And I'm just going to show some examples of why 72 was such an amazing year. Nidrolog, Lady Lake. Come on. Their second album. Renaissance Prologue. Their first album with the new lineup. Their third album overall. Nectar. Are they British? Are they German? Tab in the Ocean, what a great album. How about Wishbone Ash? How about Argus? 1972. Trilogy from ELP, 72. Thick as a Brick, 1972. Come on. Foxtrot, 1972. Close to the Edge, 1972. The first Steely Dan album, 1972. Chicago 5, 1972. How about Todd Rundgren's Something Anything, 1972. Yeah, it was just an amazing year. There was so much great music going on. The labels were giving carte blanche to bands at this particular time. They'd seen the success of Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, so they were writing blank checks to a lot of bands to do whatever they wanted to do. And as a result, some of the greatest music in the history of mankind flourished in 1972. But is it the very best year? 71, pretty great year. 73, pretty great year. You can make a case for 1970. You can make a case for 1974. So was 1972 the very best year for prog? I think it was. But I am going to also state that 1972 was not the best overall year. I believe that there was one year that was actually a little bit better than 1972, and it has nothing to do with Prog. I'm going to leave you guys to try to figure out what year I'm referring to. But 1972, man, we are going to try to do the year in reviews. I'm at like 2015, so I got a long way to go before I get to the 70s. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it. That's the goal, is to try to do every year. But I wanted to start a debate here, start a conversation about what in fact was the very best year for prog. Am I wrong? Is 1972 an overrated year overall? Is there a year you like better? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's just a little brief wrap up I wanted to talk about. I was just going through my record collection and looking at stuff. I'm like, man, how many great records came out in 72? It's insane. So yeah, this is just a quick little video I did this morning, and I want to share with you fools. And yeah, I am Scott from the Prog Corner. I love you guys. I will be seeing you very, very soon.